doctor, when you say early signs, can you please let us know what signs are we talking about here? What things parents should look into their children or teenagers, like you have mentioned? Can you give a brief about those early signs?
Yeah, so I'll quickly touch upon it because obviously different conditions would have different kind of symptoms. But if you have if we go to the younger category, say around 6, 7, and below that, then you would be noticing for is the child, has the child developed like all the milestones have come on time, like speech and so on. Is the speech regressing? Is the child actually interacting with others, of their age? And when they are in school or preschool, are there any issues within the school? Is the child able to concentrate and pay attention or not? So if there is a feedback from school that the child is sitting just by themselves and not focusing much, then you have to start worrying. If the child's not spoken or started babbling, but the speech is regressed and is not speaking now, say at age 2, 3, then you directly take them to a psychiatrist for assessment. In ADHD, it's about any child hyperactive. So yes, kids can be naughty. They can, do lots of things, and that's fine. But when you feel that it's going out of control and, the school is having issues, other children and their parents are having issues, you send them to a neighbor, and then everyone seems to complain that your child is not sitting in one place, is being very naughty, troubling everyone. And you also notice that at home, that you just
So,
are
so
losing out.
just sorry to interrupt you. So, what I understand, these are the general symptoms which we can see in different age group at any point of time.
Yeah.
But if we focus more on COVID, like from almost last 2 years, students are not going to school or colleges.
Mhm.
There are examinations which are cancelled now.
Mhm.
People in their houses have got COVID.
Mhm.
Some people have lost their loved ones as well. There are kids who have lost both the parents.
Yeah.
So in these cases, what are those symptoms that the other family members or friends should note to understand that child might go into depression or has anxiety issues? If we just talk about these
Sure.
last 2 years and first wave and second wave of COVID.
Yeah. So first thing is, do not underestimate children, because with the COVID there are lots of discussions happening at home. Family members are being admitted or are having COVID. So what we tend to do is we are so engrossed in our own issues that we just tend to leave the children, assuming they're just playing and all. But they are hearing all these things. So I think the first thing to happen is a proper communication with the children. Sit down and explain to them what's happening, because the uncertainty is going to make kids feel very anxious. Someone needs, because suppose a parent goes to the hospital, the kids now going to assume that my parent is going to die because of COVID. They might not know that it is treatable and there are lots of things being done. So please address the anxieties of children. Very proper channelized communication needs to be done. Yes, unfortunately, many children are losing their parents and family members. So it is, grief is very common now. I mean, grief, everyone's going to face grief, but there are different stages to grief. So if someone's lost a parent or a family member, it is understandable. There is going to be a phase where the child is sad or the family members are sad. Now I wouldn't necessarily call that as depression. So I think we have to normalize, we have to allow people to go through those emotions, but give a certain time. When you feel there is a lot of neglect in terms of the child not eating well, not sitting with people, not smiling, just changing their personality altogether, and making excuses just to be by themselves, not sleeping well and so on, that is the time I think we have to just immediately act on it and get them some help. It might be that they might need some medication, but it might be much simpler than that, as in the family might be counseled how to cope with that situation and so on. So yes, kids can have depression, but again, they can just be sad and might need some help. So that needs to be looked into. The biological symptoms are loss in appetite, loss in sleep, loss in concentration, not enjoying things that they like to do. Mood, when people are depressed or kids are depressed, mood doesn't necessarily have to be just sitting and crying. It can be irritability, anger, outbursts, and so on. So all, if there is a change in personality, please take a professional help.